Hello viewer, welcome to part 3 of the 25 part series of the video where I teach absolute beginners in website development all they need to know about HTML. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bells to get more videos just like this. Also like this video as it helps me to grow on YouTube. So what we are going to be doing in this video is that I'm going to be explaining the best code editor that you need in order to create a HTML web page. So what is the best code editors? There are so many code editors out there. We have Sublime Text, we have Notepad++, but my favorite is Visual Studio Code. A lot of developers make use of Visual Studio Code, and Visual Studio Code is free to use. It has a lot of features, so you can go over to the Visual Studio Code website, which is located at code.visualstudio.com/download. So when you go to that website, you'll be able to download the version. Make sure when you are downloading, you download the version that is compatible with your operating system. So if you're not sure of your operating system, you go over to this PC, right click, and then click on properties, and then you'll be seeing what you need to check. Mostly is you need to check the Windows version. You need to check the Windows version, and also you need to check your operating system, whether it is your system types, whether it is 64 or 32-bit. So once you are sure of that, then you go over to that website and download for your website, and then you run the installation file and then keep on clicking next, and then it will be done. The installation process will be done. So once you finish installing it, then you can right click and then select pin to taskbar, so that you always be seeing the Visual Studio Code icon here for convenience. Then when you open Visual Studio Code, you'll be greeted with this interface. Now this is the file explorer. From the file explorer, you can open up existing folder on your system. Okay, so also from the file explorer, you can also close it. From file explorer, you can close it when you are done. Also in the file explorer, also here is your explorer. Also you can open from here. You can also see here is the extension. Here is where you can install extensions. From here, 2 extensions I recommend if you are building HTML website is you need the live server extension. See it here, live server extension, which helps you to automatically reload the page anytime you make changes to your page. So make sure you search for live server and install it on your system. Then also Visual Studio Code has other features such as Emmet abbreviation. For now, I'm going to create a folder here in my C drive and then call it HTML course. Okay, and then I'm going to open this in Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to click open, then go to where I saved that folder, then click on HTML course and then open it. So this is how to open up a folder with Visual Studio Code. Then you'll be asked, do you trust authors of this folder? You say yes, I trust the authors. Another way to open up a folder in Visual Studio Code is by using the terminal. Now the terminal can do a lot of things. The terminal is where you give text command to your system. So when I click on the terminal, let's wait a bit. then you see we are in this folder, HTML course. You can also navigate to another folder, or within this folder where we are, you can just simply, you can create a folder and by saying mkdir, which stands for make a directory. Let's create a directory within our root folder called, let's just call it the CSS folder. So we have created a CSS folder by running this command. Also, we can navigate to the CSS folder by saying cd css. cd stands for change directory. So I've changed the directory into the CSS directory. So the terminal is where you can run a lot of commands. So you're going to be needing this terminal, and CSS and Visual Studio Code has a terminal for you to do that. And then finally, let me create HTML file within the root folder HTML. So I'm going to be showing you another cool feature about Visual Studio Code is that Visual Studio Code has Emmet abbreviation. So Emmet abbreviation is just a short form of doing complex things, so that you don't have to type long text, and it saves a lot of time. So for example, I'm going to click Shift 1 to bring out the exclamation mark and then press enter. What this does is that it brings the HTML boilerplate, or the structure of the HTML web page we want to create. So then also it has Emmet abbreviation. For example, if I say H1 and then press tab, it creates a H1 element, that's the header element. Okay, and then also you can say img and then tab, it creates the structure for the image element. So we are going to be learning more about this element in the next videos. So it has Emmet abbreviation that makes it faster and easier to develop on Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code has, you can also edit other things in Visual Studio Code. You can copy, you can press Shift Alternate down key to copy it multiple times. Okay, you can also edit, let's say you put the source attribute to something else. You can also edit multiple times by saying Control F2 to select all those items at once, and then you can edit it at once. Okay, so you see what I did? I pressed Alt Control F2 so that I select everything at once with Control F2, and then you can also edit it at once. So all these cool features are available in Visual Studio Code. So make sure you download and install Visual Studio Code, as it is what we are going to be using throughout this HTML course. Thank you for watching. In our next video, we're going to learn how to create a HTML file and open it on your browser. Thank you.